made by pussies. No room for melody, man. Punk. This is what we're listening to today.
Ah.
Let it steep. I gotta go out and get some shit. Wearing a hat.
$2, or if someone just sends you something, you send them money back as a thank you without them asking for it. You know, stuff that normal people should do, stuff that normal people should understand. It shouldn't be told to you that if someone's being kind to you, that, you know, maybe you should be kind to them, you know. It's never expected, but, you know, I've had a few people that...
Waiting for my car to warm up just a little bit here. Nazar has thrown out a challenge this week that if you are a peg hunter and stuff of that nature, that you either show something else or do something else. And I agree with that. So I am excuse me, I had some jetsam in my mouth. So I'm down with that, and I would like to promote that as well. So if you are a peg hunter, whether or not you have a channel, give up peg hunting this week. It's Sunday. I thought, why not start today? I'm just sort of hodgepodging some video together here in the beginning and moving through. I hope you all don't mind. Anyway, let's get on with other things. I have such sights to show you. How you doing? Welcome back to the workbench. Maybe you've seen this place before, but if you haven't, welcome to my incredibly messy workbench. Such as it is. There's cat's hair, there's cat hair all over this, and all this other stuff. But I came across a bit of information that I thought I would hand over to all of you unceremoniously. So without further ado, this is a Sega Genesis cartridge. In Europe and such, you would call it a Master System, I think. Anyway, as the system got older, they started cramming like 6 games onto a cartridge and trying to sell off the old stuff again. And so you could get like these games at a much reduced price. And you could call in and get game secrets for all this crap too. That's what that little symbol is there, with a phone number that's probably long defunct. It's a 900, so I wouldn't advise calling it. It might start Skynet at this point. We don't know. But anyway, I got these cartridges from somebody on Mercari. My wife made the purchase for me because I'm not a big boy. I'm not allowed to be on Mercari by myself because I'll make a lot of irresponsible purchases. But my wife picked this, and like I think it was like either 4 or 5 other games. Specifically, the one that I wanted out of it was Twin Cobra. And when I got these games, they came in shipped from the person we bought them from with good care and a padded mailer and everything. And they got here, and I was really, really excited. And I broke them out of the package, and I put them on my shelf. And when I could finally pop one in to see if I could play it, it didn't work. And I was like, why didn't I check this the first minute it got in the house? Why didn't I put it in the machine and make sure it would work? The reason was that I didn't have my Genesis hooked up. But when I did finally get it hooked up again, these cartridges weren't working. So I took them over to our local game gurus at Game Crazy South here, which is not terribly far away from me. And I said, did I buy some Bunko stuff? Because they came in from Hawaii. And he goes, that's telling. And I was like, well, what? And he said, well, it's not. I said, are they bunk? Are these Asian or something? Like, do they only work in, like, Japanese systems or something? He said, no, because it says Genesis on there. This should work in an American console. He said, but they came from Hawaii, huh? And I said, yeah. He said, okay, here's your problem. And he took out a few really special tools, which this is not one of them. But it's been a long time since I've gotten any use out of this gag, so hey, look, it's paying for itself. Okay, don't need this to open a Sega Genesis cartridge. Okay. But you do need some special drivers. So, again, I learned something from this person over at the game shop. And because they learned me something, I bought the set of tools and bits that the gentleman was selling in order to do what I am doing for you here now on screen. So this is a little like 16-bit game porn. But if you get a used cartridge and it's not working, you don't blow in it. After you tried to clean it with a cotton swab and some, say, some alcohol or whatever, you will learn to do what I've learned to do, which is to open up the cartridge, remove the printed board here, and sorry, I just knocked over it. Got get off here. As you may or may not be able to see, there's a whole bunch of buildup that's like right along here, and so this is a sort of a fine grain eraser block, and as you can see, I've already started to use it, and it removes the corrosion really quickly off of these contacts. And all these contacts need to be cleaned, because this is where all the game information comes in and out of your machine. So, like that, and then like this. And again, you don't want to put a lot of pressure down. The abrasive on here is doing more than enough work for that. And just rub it across here like a pencil eraser. And I know it looks very similar, but it has certain level of abrasives in it. I would imagine that this could be similarly accomplished with a magic eraser, but I have not tried that, so excuse me. Kicks up the dust. The other interesting and salient point that I noticed about these is that they only fit into the case one way. So if you try to put it in here the wrong way, it will not fit. And if it does not fit, then you must flip. OJ joke. Wow, it's getting late. Anyway, this did not work before. And now I believe whenever you're taking screws out or putting them back in again, use low torque and go slow. There's no need for speed. If it's not fitting, force it. He says. Okay. Generally, I get these things started by hand, and then I'll use a power tool. But I gotta get a new battery in. I have another one charged up somewhere. But anyway, now those contacts are clean. Stable enough for me to put it. Okay, let me pause this. Okay, did I grab the right one, or is this the one that I just had on here? It's gonna make me look like a blithering idiot. Hey. For once, tools leave me to my own devices to make me look fool. Okay. Now, let's see if Mr. Six-Pack works. Alright. Kick the Godzilla to the side. Install the cartridge. And please don't make me look stupid. And it works again. How about that? And one of the things I really liked about this is because this has Revenge of Shinobi on it. And Revenge of Shinobi is one of the games that I used to really love on Sega Genesis. Triggered something. Whoops. Where'd that guy go? Let's get some life there too. Anyway, most of the technologies that you're gonna find from back in the 80s in terms of video game systems are gonna be fairly bulletproof. It wasn't really until we got into the disc era that we started finding scratches would put us out of commission. But in this case, you're just kind of scratching a little bit of the time away from those contacts. And because they came from Hawaii, they were in a very heavy saltwater air environment. So you're gonna find corrosion. If you're gonna order things from certain parts of the world, then, you know, expect things to be a problem in one way or another, just because of where they've been kept and or how well they've been kept. Anyway, let's move on to the next segment. Just thought you'd like to know about that.